All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Ern's World Podcast. It's your boy DJ Ern1.
And it's your boy Diff Hue.
And today we got a special guest in the building. My guy JD, local Portland DJ.
Yo. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man. Glad to have you here, man. I know we're doing things a little differently right now. My guy Tevin had to run back home to the East Coast for some family things. But, you know, he's technically still here on the couch.
I'm here in spirit. I'm on another couch. You feel me?
Facts.
Hey, same but different.
What up, people? What up, world?
Yeah, man.
This is so weird. I ain't gonna lie. It's so different. We shooting an episode right now and I'm not there, but I'm still there. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
this
man.
is crazy. Yeah, I've never been on like a actual podcast or show or anything like that. So thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, bro. This is you know what we do. We share our platform to give other people a platform. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. It feels kind of good. You know why?
Why? What's up?
Because I can do stuff like eat cookies and not have to worry about y'all hearing me eating on camera.
I mean, we can sort of hear
you. You can't hear the crunch of stuff all on the mic though.
I mean, it's true. That's true.
It don't because you know technically it's unprofessional to do that on camera and physically in the couch. But since I'm not there, it's kind of a luxury.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah, man. But shoot, I mean, I know most of me and my guy Diff. I was about to point over here, but you're not really there. But I mean, I guess you are technically here on screen. But
it's funny.
Me and my guy Diff are like pretty big into hip hop, and I know you're in the house.
Oh yeah, I grew up like mostly. I probably switched over to playing house music probably only 2-ish years ago. Before that, I only DJ hip hop, R&B. That's all I grew up listening to. So that's like the main thing. But I think the last like probably a year or two, I've definitely been mostly focusing on like house music, techno, drum and bass, but honestly, I've been just kind of jumping between a bunch.
We're gonna have to share some sounds because I know some Haiti stuff.
Oh, listen, always down.
Yeah, nah. He out of me and him, I say he listens to more of the eclectic out there stuff, and I just happen to stumble upon a lot of that stuff by happenstance just through being around him.
Okay, bet. So yeah, I've been digging deep because before like I growing up like I thought EDM dance music was just like chain smokers, and that was never really my whole vibe.
Yeah, nobody really likes that.
But recently, I don't know. I just got a little bit into disco maybe a couple years ago.
That's crazy you said that because Tevin down there has been not DJing, but downloading a bunch of disco music as of late.
Yeah, I got.
Or at least you were. I don't know if he's still been on the disco tip or not, but he's been going back to like the early 80s and like 70s and stuff and just finding obscure stuff to like.
Yeah, that's kind of like where.
Mix and stuff like that.
That was probably maybe like 2 or 3 summers
ago.
You
gotta pull up, bro, so we can do a club cribble session.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, no facts.
I brought my USB with me. I was ready. I didn't know what was gonna happen today. So
vinyl?
I don't spin vinyl. That's a money sink. I don't know if I'm ready to commit myself to.
I mean, you don't have to actually like, you know, go all the way vinyl, you know, like
I just know me, like I'm like as soon as I start, I just know who I am. Like I know that's just gonna be like
that's fair.
I'm just gonna really get into it, which I'm not against it, but eventually. But right now, I'm sticking to all digital. But yeah, it was like a couple summers ago where like I don't know. I think I was out somewhere and I heard someone play like a full disco set, and I was like, "Yo, this is actually like this is some." I think
we can. I could definitely. Yeah, we gonna have to link up, man.
Yeah, I was like, "This is some funky shit," and then I started listening to them from disco. They kind of like went to house, and then from house, and then just kind of progressed, and now I just played like a full like hard techno set maybe like a week or 2 ago. Playing some drum and bass this weekend. So now I kind of like jump between a bunch of stuff. Which honestly is fun. It's cool.
No, I feel you on that, man. I've been trying to get more into like the eclectic space, but I mean, the source I did have just recently, I found out doesn't work anymore because the moderator doesn't want to moderate it anymore.
Damn.
So it's like I was able to use this source and like literally like if I wanted to, any Spotify playlist, I could even build out my own Spotify playlist with like thousands of tracks. Just send the Spotify link to this source. And it was sending a zip file of literally all the music that was in that playlist. MP3, FLAC, whatever format.
That still exists. That's still alive and well. I can show you how to do that still.
All right, if you got a new source, I'll definitely take it.
Oh yeah, I got Off
For a second.
What's
Stop for a
up?
second. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
All right.
You didn't announce the episode that we're at.
Oh, it's episode 44 for
You know what
everybody
I'm
out
saying?
there.
For the people that don't know.
For everybody
Episode
out there, it's episode
44.
44.
I feel like because I'm not there right now, it's kind of throwing you off a little bit.
I mean, it could be, but I mean, you know, you're here in spirit. You're still here technically.
So, yes, episode 44. Also, we jump right into conversation, but how is y'all doing? I mean, dang, like...
No, facts. That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying? Like...
I mean, I've been all right. You know. I feel like we just had an episode on Monday, so I mean, between me and you, you know, we kind of, you know. But, you know, how are you doing?
I'm good, honestly.
It's Wednesday, so I mean, how's your week going?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, halfway through the week. My day job, I work as an accountant during the day, which is like mad random than what I do like outside of work. So like my days are just me sitting at a computer for like 9-10 hours, just cranking through Excel files. So it's not physically taxing, but mentally taxing for sure. No,
I feel you. I remember when you first told me you were an accountant. Was it like last week? I was like, what? I was not expecting you to hit me with that. I was expecting you to tell me you were like a graphic designer or something. Like...
Nah. My parents would not allow that. So yeah, I work as an accountant. So I've been doing it for like probably like 7-8 years now.
Okay.
But yeah, and then outside of that, I run the radio station.
Yeah, I was gonna get into
Same
that
Wave Radio, and so we've been doing a bunch of planning and stuff for that this
week.
week.
You what radio station?
So it's a radio station called Same Wave Radio.
Yeah. So yeah, we can talk more about it, but yeah, it's like a local online radio station I started a couple years ago with some homies, and yeah, that's like kind of like what takes up my 5 to 9. So yeah, I stay busy for sure, and I just always try to play at least a set every other week or every couple weeks.
Yeah, so since I guess you brought up the Same Wave Radio now at this point, so I mean, I guess what made you for real want to dive into owning and running your own radio station?
Honestly, I think so with the radio station, honestly, I feel like, I guess for me, like I feel like I've always, like I work as an accountant. I think the reason I became an accountant was like I've always knew there was like eventually I wanted to do my own thing. And in my mind, like becoming an accountant, like that's like the kind of the perfect skill to have if you're trying to run your own business. So like I can like, if you're trying to run your own business, like being an accountant, like kind of learning, that's like a major I chose because like I knew eventually I wanted to kind of branch off and do my own thing. And if I could do my own books, like that's gonna save me mad money. And
hell yeah.
And I was just like kind of naturally good with numbers, so like it was just like kind of all lined up. So like
it just made sense.
Exactly, kind of just made sense. So like I always knew I wanted to do something. I DJ'd in college, and I also did work with like the student radio station in up at Oregon State as well.
Okay. So you went to OSU?
Yeah, I went to Oregon State. Yeah.
All right.
So when the pandemic hit, I had like just started kind of getting into the DJ scene, and I don't know. I think like I had really gotten into like things like NTS radio, like Worldwide FM, Nudes Radio, and all those kind of like online radio stations. I was like, yo, I'm like surrounded by so many like very, very talented DJs. Like I can create like a small version of this. Like, and this is like right at the beginning of the pandemic. So in my mind, I was like, all right, we're gonna do this for like a month or two. The pandemic's gonna like blow over.
It's so
and
crazy
then
you said that, bro. I dead ass thought we were only going inside for like maybe.
Yeah, like a month
or two
exactly.
at the
So
most,
like,
maybe three at the most.
Exactly.
On the extreme side.
I like we're gonna be back by winter time would be good. So like, yo, I started this radio station. Me and the homies like, this is a way for us to like just keep our skills sharp, continue like put out mixes every single week, and like we all wanted to keep doing that stuff. We also didn't want to do. Like none of us knew the whole video Twitch thing, so like, yo, straight audio, nice and easy.
This was a whole process. He could tell you.
So then pretty much we launched that thing in like 2020. And it was like probably just me and like just 10 homies, and like that's kind of like where it all started. We like ran it for a year. The pandemic was going way longer than we expected, and at that point I was just kind of just paying for everything out of pocket. So at that point I was like, all right, how can we like make this thing a little bit more sustainable? So we pretty much took a break, spent that year, like became a nonprofit, got some things worked out. I brought a team around me to like really like kind of help out more on the operations side. And then we relaunched in September 2022.
Okay.
So we just had like our 1 year anniversary last September of like being like official like Same Wave Radio proper. So yeah, honestly, it started like.
So let me ask you this, man. What's that? What does that radio station consist of? Your segments and specials. Like, what do you like to highlight and bring to the people on your station?
Oh, so like the station that I run is not necessarily just me. Like, so right now we have like we have 46 DJs on the station. So I pretty much I run the platform. So I have like, yeah, pretty much 46 DJs on the station. Everyone has like either an hour, 2 hour time slot. Either
Pre-made mix or is it live?
Right now everyone does pre-recorded mixes. We started doing live when everything started. We did everyone live, but
how difficult was that to manage?
Super hard,
especially with the pandemic.
Super hard. Like doing everything live was super hard to manage because like one, I like work during the day, so like pretty much I couldn't schedule anything like before 5 o'clock because I needed to be like around just in case someone fucked up like during a live show. So that made it super difficult.
Wait, so you guys are doing this out of like an actual studio space?
No. So like during the pandemic, right now we still aren't doing it out of the studio space. It's all remote. It's all online, all remote. So right now, people record at home. They send in their mixes like the day before their show. We get everything ready. We listen to it, make sure we do a little mix mastering, kind of like clean everything up, and then we upload it. And then then it goes live like the next day, pretty much.
Got you. I'm following.
Yeah.
Same Wave Radio. That's what it's called.
Same Wave Radio. SAMEWAVE.
Yeah, I'll put his social media somewhere up here, and if you go to his profile, you should be able to find.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
If I remember correctly, it's linked in your IG bio, right?
Yeah, it's in my IG bio as well. Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah, we've been growing. I think this first year was definitely us like the very, very, very first year. That was us just kind of just like messing around. Like we were just having a good time. This last year when we relaunched, it was like just really getting our feet underneath us, kind of like figuring out like exactly what this thing is. And I think this year is the year like we're really gonna. Yeah, we got some cool shit in the works, so we're super, super excited. But yeah, it keeps me busy, honestly. For sure.
Let me ask you this. Now, are you strictly music based, or are you trying to have like people on there for short dialogue, or like what's your goals? Like what are you trying to cover on the station?
So on the station, like I really run this thing like almost like a YouTube or a Twitch, where like I pretty much curate the people who are on the station, but I don't necessarily curate the content. So there are people that pretty much do like mostly talk on the station, who are like shows are pretty much talk for 30 minutes, 5 minutes of music, talk for another 25, 5 minutes of music, and that's their show. There are people who just do all music. There's like, honestly, it's such like, we have so many DJs.
Each person has their own segment.
Exactly.
They do whatever they want in that segment.
Exactly. Each person has their own show. Yeah. Each person has their own individual show.
How long does these shows, are these show times picked with you? Do you guys control the show times, or is this based upon what they want to do?
It's kind of a collaboration, I guess. Like we have a schedule, and then we kind of say, "Hey, what times work best for you?"
Find people to fill in the schedule.
Exactly, more or less. So like people will have like, "Oh, all right, hey, my show is every first Monday at 7," or someone else's my show is every other Wednesday at 5, and it's like kind of like that, and it fills out the schedule. So everyone has like their own like defined monthly, weekly, bi-weekly time slot. And yeah, that's how. And we have still, and we're still like growing. I think the goal is to get to about 100 DJs by the end of the year. So we're cooking.
Okay, that's what's up.
I like that, man. That sounds really cool.
Thank you.
I would love to sit and chop it up with you and talk some ideas, man. Because that's Aaron knows how I move. Like you going to something, man. I like that. Keep moving. Keep pushing.
It was it's something special for sure. I think I've always been like. I don't know. I've always knew like I wanted to do something, and I think with Same Wave that I finally found like the thing that I'm trying to put the effort into. So I got a good group of people around me, and I'm just continue meeting more and more people. So
that's cool, man.
It's been nothing but up and up, and we've been throwing a bunch of events, and we got more and more coming. So we're just branching out, doing more things. So
Same Wave Radio, man,
for sure. Same Wave Radio, SWR.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah, tap in.
I'm definitely gonna follow you.
Music 24/7. We got curated playlists playing all the time. We have at least like 2 to 3, 4 shows every single day, more or less. We post our schedule on our Instagram every morning. I think Monday morning, and then we reposted it on our story every morning.
I just follow Same Wave Radio.
Hey, and I got the notification. But yeah,
Look at that.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're on the rise.
He's on the East Coast. We're on the West Coast.
We're knocking heads,
making connections. You know, that's what we do. All right, but yeah. I mean, y'all want to hop into these topics?
Bet.
All right, so I guess the first topic of the list, you brought this to the table. It's something you want to talk about. I was telling you on the last episode, we didn't really watch the Grammys like that. We just kind of tapped into a few topics that were kind of prevalent on the timeline. But you were telling me Taylor Swift won Album of the Year.
Yeah, Taylor Swift won Album of the Year 4 times. So I think that's record breaking. That's kind of wild. How do you guys feel about Taylor Swift?
I mean, it's interesting because we literally brought up the Taylor Swift Beyonce topic from Shannon, Sharpe, and Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, we've been me and my boys have been debating that for a while as well.
So like, I get what he was saying, and it's nice to have another person to kind of talk about this with. But I get what Shannon Sharpe was saying, but I mean, what me and Tevin were saying on the last episode is like everybody listens to Beyonce, even the Taylor Swift fan listens to Beyonce. But the Beyonce fan doesn't necessarily listen to Taylor Swift, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I feel like Taylor Swift caters to one specific type of archetype. And
the archetype is huge. It's like the biggest demographic, like white people.
Yeah, white women and white adjacent women.
Yeah, which is like yo, that's a huge amount of America, and that's why she like sells like crazy, but it's not necessarily like
all of America.
Yeah, or like necessarily the quote unquote like culturally relevant part of America necessarily. Like,
wait, what were you saying down there, Tevin?
I feel like this whole thing only matters if it makes sense. So, just because you won an award, Album of the Year, a certain amount of times, it don't mean anything if it ain't a certain type of artist. So when you ask me how I feel personally, I'm gonna tell you that it don't mean anything because, like what we said before with Ern, Taylor Swift's audience isn't necessarily the culture, at least the culture that I identify with. And the culture that I identify with is the culture that pretty much runs everything, in my opinion. So I don't feel like her winning a Grammy really means anything because we all know that the Grammys can be skewed. Jay-Z just said it himself. My wife has all the Grammys in the world, and she still ain't got Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't make sense. So I will say, just because Taylor Swift won a Grammy, that don't mean anything. Because in my opinion, Taylor Swift, yeah, she holds weight to that particular market, but the mainly white people.
Well, no, I was just saying it's funny that she won a Grammy for Album of the Year, and somebody just literally just asked us to kind of spark the conversation on the internet about who's more relevant, her or Beyonce, and then it's like Beyonce also has the most Grammys, so it's like off that alone, it's like, I mean,
but it's crazy the most Grammys but no Album of the Year. That's how you know wild. The Grammys is like, yeah, she has like what 30 something, like doesn't she have like she has a crazy amount.
It's a lot.
And the fact that
she's been winning them since the early 2000s,
which is crazy. Not one Album of the Year, which is again, I think there's only been like first of all, brown people don't really win Album of the Year very, very often. I think the last one, I don't know if we count Bruno Mars.
No, he counts as a brown
So that was
person.
like 2018. I think before him, it was like maybe like 2008 with like, I was just looking at this, like his name is like.
He's like the definition of racially ambiguous. Bruno Mars.
Oh, 1,000%.
Because for the longest, I didn't know what he was. I'm like, yo, like, I mean, is he black? Is he
How you didn't know what he
Latino? Was he Asian? Like, I think he's Filipino.
I think he's Filipino or something like that.
Yeah,
but he's kind of black. I didn't know. I don't know. But it's good to be on a show where everyone agrees.
He's been vocal about his nationality.
No, he's definitely told people what he is. But I mean, I'm just like, I don't remember off the top of my head. But I was just for the longest, I didn't know what he was. Like, is he black? Is he mixed? Is he biracial? Like, is he Latino?
The Taylor Swift thing, man. Congratulations to her. Because people gonna say I'm a hater, but I just when you ask me how I feel, I'm just like, it's irrelevant to me because, like I said, certain Grammys don't even really hit when you know the certain person didn't necessarily, like, I ain't gonna say deserve it. It hit different when you know another person should have probably got it. Just like how me and Ern was just talking about the whole Travis Scott losing against Cardi B. Like, don't get me wrong, that album was good, but
yeah, I was saying
what Travis Scott album was that?
Astro World lost to Cardi B.
Invasion of Privacy.
I think so, and I'm just like, I mean, out of all albums that he has that should have won a Grammy, if anything, the only two he has would be Astro World, and a close second would be Birds in the Trap. Birds in the Trap was too early in his career for him to win a Grammy off that.
Grammy worthy.
But Birds in the Trap was going crazy in the streets.
Astro World really held it. Astro World
No,
was all you heard.
I'm saying Astro World was like, what propelled him into the Travis Scott that we know today.
Invasion of Privacy. That album was kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm not a Travis Scott person, unfortunately.
Me neither.
Okay, this is refreshing to hear. I'm also not the biggest Travis Scott fan either. But I mean,
I think Birds in the Trap. That was like I really fuck with that one. I like Astro World. I think as time as I've liked it less and less. Liked him less and less, but like Birds in the Night, I fuck with that heavy. But
I think it might just be a situation where you just maybe outgrown Travis.
Yeah, honestly, that pop. I think that might be
because like I mean he's perfect for like the teeny bopper and the early and the college student. Like
true,
he's
yeah,
perfect for that type of energy in that crowd. But like once you graduate from that space, it's kind of like I mean,
like what am I doing? What am I doing at a Travis Scott show?
Yeah, at that point it's just kind of like you just.
I'm going to a Travis Scott show still because I.
No, they're definitely good. They're definitely dope to see.
Honestly, I went to the. It wasn't the last time. Whatever one had the roller coaster.
Astro World.
So yeah, I saw that at that's how you know I'm not a fucking Travis Scott. I saw that. I saw him at the Moda Center. I went to that concert.
Did you go to the first one or the second one? Because he came out here twice that year.
I can't remember. One of them. But I know he had the roller coaster and all that stuff out. And honestly, the show was cool, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just.
The show. Ain't no way the show was better.
The show was lit.
I haven't even been to a Travis Scott show, and I know he does it. I know he's a good performer.
It was lit. And the thing is, like, I saw that show, and I was like, all right. If I was how to grade it, like, at the time, I probably wouldn't like. Probably like an 8 out of 10. But then the next week, I went and I saw ASAP Rocky's show. And let me tell you. Like he didn't have a roller coaster or none of that extra shit. But let me tell you, bro, that was one of the craziest shows I have ever been to in my entire life.
Speaking of biasness, though.
But no, just I don't know. Maybe it is biased, but I feel like the crowd at the ASAP show and the ASAP show and the Travis show, they were equally hype. But ASAP Rocky had to do way less to get him there. Like Travis Scott had fireworks. I had fire. ASAP Rocky was like, "Yo, throw me some bras," and this nigga got like 200 bras thrown at him.
You saying Travis came in with the theatrics OD heavy?
OD heavy.
ASAP was just just giving a good show.
He just came out and gave a good show, and the crowd was just like losing it.
But I expect Travis to do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time,
didn't he climb in a tree one time?
He's a lot. He did, bro. He's a lot. He's definitely an iPad kid. Artists. That's the energy I get. He was
iPad kid energy.
He was definitely a kid had mad like silver teeth growing up. He was just fucking baddish. Just a bunch of silver caps at like 6 years old.
Oh man.
But hey, I don't know. I mean, I might just be a hater. No,
I wouldn't say that. I just think in general, most of us our age is starting to kind of outgrow.
Because I don't fuck with Cactus Jack stuff. Like I didn't really
rock with most of this stuff.
Like,
There's only a handful of stuff in the Cactus Jack collection that I even wanted. I'd say I wanted the 4s. That's just because I just like Air Jordan 4s. I wanted the first like 2 1s.
The all black ones. I think only the all black ones were kind of fire for me.
And the first 6s. That's about it. Other than that, I'm kind of good on everything Travis Scott.
But would you wear those like today? I don't think I would. I think I'd want to have them. I'd be cool to have, but I don't think I'd wear them out.
There's so many times I look at this one particular pair of Travis Scott kicks I still have left, and I'm just like, damn, like I wish the swoosh were just fucking the right way.
Like that's a great color, but this is its color.
But this swoosh being the wrong way is kind of fucking me up.
I don't need those extra eyes from all these fucking 14-year-olds. Like, oh, those the Travis Scotts, bro.
And then it's even funny, like, speaking of that, just like, I guess, this is crazy. This wasn't even on the list of topics, but now you're bringing it up. Like, I don't know, but like, even the Black Cat 4s, and this is kind of relevant to Travis, because like, certain celebrities or certain people will wear a certain pair of kicks, and next thing you know,
those are fire.
It's going for a rack.
Yeah, I have a pair of those, and I went to go look, so I was like, man, I love, like, that's my favorite Jordan, the Black Cat 4.
Okay.
And then It was like maybe a year or two ago. I got them like on release the last time they released. And I was like, okay, fire. Just wore them. I was like, damn, these are kind of getting a little. Let me see if I can get another pair. Let me see if I can double up real quick. Size 10, bro. It was like $1,200. I'm like, what? Like that's how much like a Chicago one was going for at one point. I'm like, what the hell is this?
It's so funny you said that because like I remember back in the day when the Black Cat 4 and the Pure Money 4 first came out.
My Pure Monies are.
It was like death. Those were the equivalent to an all white Air Force One and an all black Air Force One in Air Jordan form.
Yeah,
and it's so crazy to see them go. I mean, I guess really you can blame Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky in like the mid 2010s for popping out with pairs of Black Cat 4s. Them, Theopolis, London. But it's just like
I think part of it is just like it's just such a good shoe. It's like such people love that all black like suede. Like it's such like a. Yeah, and they're also not. There's I feel like it's only been released twice ever.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like we're not gonna sit here and act like it's more than the all black version of the Air Force One in Air Jordan form.
Yeah, but because it is the Air Jordan version. I feel like there's no other all black Air Jordan that is like as good as as widely liked as like the all black.
I think the 4s are probably the best of the Black Cat series for sure. But I mean, it's just funny because like they set OD heavy when they first came out. Like they were just on shelves. If you wanted a pair, you could go get a pair whenever, basically.
Yeah, that's only one of the very few 4s I was able to win. So
now you used to be able to catch them joints on sale at like Foot Locker and Champs back in the day.
Those times are coming back.
Now, if you hit StockX, they're going for like a rack.
I think they're releasing Black Cat 3s next.
They're supposed to be. It's supposed to have like a pair of Black Cat 5s coming too, but I don't really foresee those being that great looking, especially if they black out the icy sole. If they black out the upper and then leave the sole icy, cool. But if they black the whole shoe out,
I have to see what those look like. The Almaminier 5s, those are really nice. With like they cut down the tongue. They made it like a lot thinner, like the top, almost like the off-white 5.
It's funny, my friend.
I like those so much better than the normal ones.
My friend Justin was calling those the Air Jordan 5 lights.
I like that. I like that. I have the metallic 5s and like they're nice, but like the ankles is so bulky.
Yeah, they're bulky.
Yeah, sorry, you got into sneaker talk real quick.
They bulky. But yeah, that's the I don't know. Taylor Swift got album of the year at the Grammys. So I mean, I guess maybe Shannon Sharpe wasn't tripping for mentioning her, but at the same time, like, what metrics are you measuring her up with and by? That was
before the Grammys. Yeah, he was saying like she's not. Yeah, again, also she's not. He was like compared her to Michael Jackson. I was like, that's insane. That's a stretch. That's insane. Again, like you said, everyone listened to Michael Jackson.
He was popping before, like he was doing numbers before the internet.
Yo, this man sold 10 million physical copies. 10 million physical copies.
That's what I'm saying. Before the internet.
What?
That means 10 million people went to the store and bought a CD. It don't work like that. You can't compare nobody to Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's not even
like anytime people try to compare. Regardless of his music, because we already know the music, but like I said, we're talking 10 million copies, bro. That's 10 million people. That's a lot of people to go to the store and buy a CD.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. He was doing this before the internet, so you had to actually hear somebody play his music, and you'd be like, "Dang, I fuck with this enough to go to this to get in the car, go to the store." And go through the process of asking somebody at the store if they even have this product.
And by the way, I said 10 as in 10 times platinum. I think he went platinum more than 10 times.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, how many albums did he have, though? Well, I mean, I guess you can go platinum from singles, too, right?
Hold on. I can Google it right now.
Singles can go platinum, too, right?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about
albums. Singles can go platinum. But Thriller? That was the name of the album, right?
I mean, yeah, Thriller, Off the Wall.
Bad,
Dangerous. I'm getting a little hazy when you get towards the 2000s, but what was the joint he had that came out like 2000s that had "You Rock My World" on it?
Okay, my bad. I might exaggerate it. He notched 8 platinum.
Okay,
still,
but still, but wait, didn't he? How many albums did he have?
I mean, a lot.
The thing is,
how many solo albums did he have?
I'm only talking about albums.
I know. How many solo albums did he have?
I don't know.
You looking it up?
But he had 13 number ones.
So does Drake.
They're still saying Elvis Presley has went platinum the most, though.
Really?
Is that That's how many? It's manufactured, though, I feel like.
It's gotta be because he's been dead for the longest, and ain't nobody bumping on Elvis Presley like that. Bro.
Exactly. I
That's
don't
fucking
like.
crazy.
Do you
Gotta
guys
be
know?
manufactured.
Do you guys know Elvis Presley song off the top of your head?
You
I
said what now?
mean, the only ones I know are the ones he stole from other people. So it's like, is it really an Elvis Presley song?
I can't even tell. I know the Hound Dog.
Hound Dog, but I think that's
sung by someone else. It was
allegedly that was some song that was not even, I can't even say allegedly at this point. I think it's like factually been proven that it was somebody else's song prior to him.
What are they called?
It's
called an interpolation.
I guess so.
Like when
That's
Drake
the term they want to
does
use,
it.
but I mean, I guess
They're saying Elvis has at least 10 platinum albums, man.
He has 10 albums. Period. I didn't know he
Hold
had
on,
10 albums. Period.
Hold on.
But at the same time, think about the time frame though, where it's like, yo, like if you're on the radio,
he has 30. My bad. 30. He has 30 platinum.
30
albums.
platinum albums.
Yes.
How many albums?
Taylor Swift has 10.
30. This made 30 albums.
That's crazy.
I had no idea Elvis.
But at the same time, they ain't have shit else to do back then but listen to music and like throw rocks and ponds and stuff like that. Like,
all it is listen to
Elvis. Though.
What?
A lot of this music though, Luther Vandross got 15.
I mean, but he's Luther.
I mean, this list is literally the ones.
Yo, scoot up on your phone screen.
You caught me that you caught me that Alabama record. They got 15.
That group?
Yeah, that band from Alabama. They got 15.
Yeah, so more context. I got this man an album that had that had like a Confederate flag on the cover or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I copped him an album that had like a Confederate flag or something like that on the cover. I was like, maybe you can find something to sample for something he's working on. But long story short, apparently he's telling me you said they got 15 albums that are platinum.
Michael Jackson ain't even on this list, bro.
Damn.
Is it all white people? No. You said Luther's up there.
You said what?
I said is it mostly white people? But
no, it's a mix. But because he didn't hit 10, he doesn't count. It starts at 10. It goes up from there. So if he didn't hit 10 million, he's not going to hit that list yet. So the 10 mark starts at Taylor Swift and goes up from there. Eminem is one of them at the 10 mark. Metallica, Mariah Carey at 12. Jay-Z's at 13. I mean, there's some people in there. The Beatles at 19, but Elvis Presley has 30. George Strait is the second. He's 24. Who would have thought George Strait?
I didn't know these people made albums like that many. That's crazy.
It ain't even, it's not about how many albums they made. It's about how many times it went platinum.
Oh, so like one of his albums went platinum 30 times. Or a couple of...
that's the thing.
Or just...
I need to read more up on this because I don't want to get the wrong information. But the list is saying this list shows the artist with at least 10 platinum albums.
I guess that does make sense because you can have an album go like double platinum or triple platinum.
That's what I'm saying.
10 times platinum, yeah. That's crazy.
So I don't necessarily think it's that many projects. It could be.
That's what I think. I was thinking he made 30 different projects. I had no idea.
No, so I was thinking for a minute too, but then I was like, wait, never mind. I have heard the term like double platinum, triple platinum.
No, he went platinum. That just means that 1 million people basically bought his stuff.
Crazy.
More than a certain amount of time. So yeah, 30 total. Drake ain't even on the list.
And I mean, that makes sense though. Everything's actually in hell now, because everything's streamed now. But at the same time, like Drake got the machine behind him.
How many?
Yeah, like if you notice, all these people are people that kind of like, because even Taylor Swift. Well, Drake was around when CDs was around too. But I mean, yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. Taylor Swift do hold some weight now. She is on this list, and she's probably one of the youngest, which means a lot. That says a lot. I think she literally is the youngest in that whole list.
I mean, I've been saying for the longest, and like she still makes that like teenage music kind of sort of. So it's like she's gonna get that demographic.
Yo, dude, yeah, she's the youngest. She's the youngest on the list, which means she's probably the youngest platinum selling artist that with the most most platinum albums. Because I don't even see nobody. She's at 10 right now.
She's not even done. Yeah, Taylor Swift. She has her demographic. That's just locked in. Didn't
she re-record some of her albums? Like some of her
early
albums,
that's the craziest thing. Yeah,
years ago.
Yeah, she's re-recorded like 3 or 4 of them, and then those things go platinum. So I don't know. Maybe it is a little bit of a caveat. Her saying she has 10 platinums because some of them are the same album
re-recorded
twice.
Yeah,
but it's called like Taylor's Way, and it's like a I don't know. I don't know if we would call it a deluxe. I think she redoes all the songs, but they're pretty much the same songs.
And this is another thing that's got me curious. If it's not physical, I only want to count physical albums. I don't want to count streams because they count streams now. So no slight to Taylor Swift, but she crossed over and also into the digital world. So I don't know what all those platinum numbers are counting as. I only want to talk about strictly albums. That 10 million, that 10 could be including streams from
Oh, it
singles.
definitely,
Oh, it definitely
includes
does at this point.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think she's selling 10 million
so the
physical.
only reason why I'm bringing that up is because the rest of the list is people we know sold physical copies because they came from that era. So it's we know that Mariah Carey really sold physical copies. I know Taylor Swift did too, but again, I know she also goes platinum with singles too, I'm sure, because a lot of people go platinum with singles. So in today's age, based off the streams, which is completely weird because I don't know how they go by that. I don't know what metrics they use because how do you go platinum with a stream? That's just weird.
I don't know. They were saying it takes
a certain amount of streams
to even make like $10,000. You gotta get like
Yes, I
hundreds
don't
of
know.
thousands of streams to make like
I
$10,000.
think all that's manipulated. They just make up their own metrics for stuff. I think that whole streaming thing is very skewed because like those numbers ain't no way those numbers are accurate, bro. I really think that the system that's behind that they just kind of do what they want.
It's funny. I mean, there was an interview with Russ talking about this actually with kind of breaking down how stuff works with Andrew Scholes. And this, I mean, if you've done any type of like paid media, it's kind of the same general concept. Like, if some shit's already kind of moving, if you put some more money behind, it's just gonna balloon and then eventually explode. So I mean, I don't know. It's not as deep as everybody thinks it is. People just be manipulating shit in the back end. But it makes sense. These record labels and stuff got to protect their investment.
That stuff's manipulated.
I know.
There's no way around it. It's like because it's too much of the unknown with that, and because we don't control it, we'll never really know.
Nope.
Yeah. Unless you start your own streaming service.
Yeah. But speaking of I don't know, I guess things that move the needle. Shannon Sharpe just recently released his episode with Monique.
Did you watch it yet?
I was listening to a little bit of it actually.
Was it good?
It was pretty straight actually. I mean, she wasn't saying anything crazy. It was a good conversation so far. I mean, it's 3 hours.
Well, she's gonna get into it.
I know. I only made it halfway through.
But you know how Twitter do? We would have already would have got some clips by now.
Yeah.
No, it literally just came out today.
No, Twitter moves fast. We would get clips by now.
I'm hip, but I'm saying I also haven't been on Twitter since it came out. But I guarantee if I search like Shannon Sharpe Monique, something's probably up there. Somebody also has to make it through a 3-hour interview and then go back.
No shade on Shannon. I just hope that people don't make it.
Guess it like just released a couple hours ago.
You said what?
Did it just release like a couple hours ago?
It's only been on the internet for I want to say like it's only up for like maybe like 6 hours at the time that I discovered it.
I hope people don't make a habit of hopping on here just to like be controversial just because Cat Williams did it, because I feel like that's gonna be a trend thing now.
I mean, I don't necessarily think people are gonna be able to doing it from a controversy standpoint. I think they're just gonna use his platform to say all the things they can't say on national TV.
But it does make sense for Monique to step up right after all this hoopla. But it's like at the same time, it makes too much sense. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, she was saying in the interview that she had issues with a lot of the same people that Cat brought up in his interview.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. And she was also challenging people and you know, asked them to not necessarily ask them to step up to the plate, but kind of asked them to step up to the plate. She was like, "Yo, like if y'all want to have a conversation, we can come right back here to this couch."
That's funny.
Hey, you completely skipped over one of my text messages though.
What'd you say?
You ain't never respond.
What you talking about?
Hold on. let me go look at the text. I'm gonna reiterate it.
All right.
You see it?
No, I can't see it.
You can't see your text.
I mean, I'm not looking at my text messages right now. Just tell me what you're talking about.
No, the whole thing with Drake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we said we was down to talk about that. I just ain't brought it up yet.
Oh, it's just funny because I texted it to you. Because, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie. It's just, like, so random. It's like, you know, it's one of those things where you can't avoid it even if you don't want to. So it's like, this is all people been talking about right now. So I'm kind of like, yo, like, can we, like, I personally don't want to talk about it, but at the same time, it's news. So it's like,
I mean, it's funny to me.
You say what?
It's funny to me because I thought he would be the last person I'd ever
that's
I would ever see with something with some news behind them, like leaking about them leaking something on the internet or about them getting leaked on the internet. I'm like,
But did you hear what he said though?
What? Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Nah. What did he say? Responded to it.
He's trying to be funny. He said, I wasn't hiding my meat from the world. I was hiding the world from the meat, or some shit like that.
Oh my god!
Thankfully, he used for his kid. He used for
this man's stupid. At least he's making light of the situation. That's funny.
Nah, that's funny, man.
Hilarious. Because I didn't know about it until I saw something from No Jumper hit my timeline. I was like, I read the comment, I read the caption. I was like, what?
I thought it was.
And then literally after I saw that post, I saw like 4 more, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is real."
Caught him slipping, bro.
Nah, allegedly, nah, because they were saying that he sent it to. I mean, supposedly a girl leaked it.
Of course, that's how it goes.
So like,
or somebody on some.
I'm just surprised it happened.
But I just think it's funny because it, like you were saying, it's so random, and I didn't expect him to be out of all the people. It's just so random.
Yeah, no, he's literally the last person I would have expected that to happen to.
Honestly, I'm surprised it hadn't already happened. I feel like when you're that famous, it's only a matter.
I mean, he said it in a rap. He said something in a rap already, where it's like if something leaks, something we going viral or some crap like that. So
yeah, I feel like when you're that famous, like I'm surprised he's never like no girl, especially if he's out here sending videos like I'm surprised no other girl has ever like leaked that shit.
Hey.
Does everyone else like Chris Brown got leaked? I'm for like most
Chris Brown got leaked.
I'm pretty sure Chris Brown's got leaked like multiple times. I
remember Tyjhier leaked himself. I mean, Tyjhier had OnlyFans, so.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is though,
Tyjhier leaked himself.
Yeah.
and you like sending pictures. It's like it's inevitable, man. It's like it's gonna happen if you keep doing that. This is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's funny though.
But it's in real time, so I just thought that was funny.
I thought I was just because like when I was hearing his name pop up at first, I was expecting it to be something Grammy related.
Or something about the tour. The second.
Oh, I'm not surprised. You gonna get memed. You Drake too, and you Drake.
That's what I'm saying.
You get memed. There's no way around it.
Oh, the memes are hilarious.
See, I haven't seen too many of the memes. I wasn't on social media.
I feel like for the most part, people are. I feel like this isn't hurting Drake. For the react, overall, I don't think this is hurting Drake in any way.
I don't think he cares. If he made the joke that if he made the joke that you said he made, he definitely don't care.
No, he don't.
Yeah, it's whatever to him. He's still getting the bag.
It depends on what type of person you are and who you are as a man. It's like I just look at myself, put myself in them shoes. Like, if it happened to me, I don't necessarily want everybody to know my stuff, but it's like, it is what it is. Like, I don't got nothing to hide necessarily, so
I mean,
screw it.
Hey, it's on the internet now.
the thing that sucks is that you got family. That's the part that's weird. I got family. I got cousins and nephews, and that's the part that is weird.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it gets tricky.
You just gonna show up Thanksgiving like shit happens?
Yeah.
You live in a world where people don't have no respect. Like, for example, well, I guess I can't use me as an example, but I would just say, yeah, I can't use me as an example because I'm obviously not going out of my way to look for that. But I feel like regardless, you could be somebody's family and see something on social media and look for the simple fact that I don't care if that's my family. Like, people are talking about it on social media. You feel me? So imagine being famous and you got to go back to to your family to a cookout, and everybody done see you on social media. Like, bro,
shit happens.
That's not a good look.
If I'm Drake,
shit happens.
I think if you're Drake and you show up, I don't think anyone's bringing it up to you.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
No one's coming to you because like
it's an unspoken thing that everybody knows.
It's just like it's like kind of maybe a couple weird eye contact with like a couple ants and shit. But other than that, I think people just push past.
I think that junk is awkward, bro. You have to literally, it's just the family thing, the aspect of like knowing that you have family that could potentially see that and you can't control that. That's the part that
OnlyFans girls get over that hump every day. So I don't know.
Yeah, but they did that. That's free.
Like Drake,
shit is weird.
Drake can make it work.
Hey man, like he said, he was he wasn't hiding from the world.
He wasn't hiding.
He was hiding the world from it.
He wasn't hiding his the world from his meat. He was hiding his meat from the world. That's a crazy
crazy statement.
Yeah.
Sounds wild. I wasn't hiding my meat from the world. I was hiding the world from my meat. Oh man.
Yeah, what's the next topic, yo?
The next topic. And this is something you actually brought to the table, the whole Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion thing.
Oh yeah, there's been like
news, bro.
the whole big beef between Nicki and Megan. I think they released diss tracks to each other. It's pretty rare you get like back and forth diss tracks like that.
I mean, we haven't really seen. I don't think we've really seen it since the whole Drake Meek Mill situation. At least not from this caliber of artists. Actually, no, I'm lying. Drake, Pusha T.
Oh yeah, Drake. That
was the last one from my recollection.
Nah, what was the last? It was Pusha T, Jim Jones.
That was, I forgot about that one.
Jim Jones, when he did a freestyle.
Yo, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I ain't gonna hold you because you asked me about the thing with them too, and it's weird. I hate to like completely like not talk about them, but if you want to talk about female rappers, bro, I was just in the car today and I heard somebody. I've been hearing this name a lot, but I just finally heard her, bro. Lola Brooks is hard body.
Lola Brooks?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the one
from New York, bro.
She's this girl that don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it.
Yeah. I had that song in my Serato actually.
She was snapping, dog. Like I heard this song, I was like, "Who is this?"
Was it the "Don't Play with It" song?
It's called "Play." Don't play with
it.
Don't
play with it,
bro. Play with it. Yeah, that was hard.
That song's been out since like last year.
Yeah, that's like a year old.
That track was hard.
I don't need to know that.
That's why
with the drum.
That's why when you mentioned the name, I was like, the name sounds familiar, but I'm like, I can't put my finger on the song. And I said, "Don't play with it."
She was like, what was the line? She was like, 100 bands. You don't fuck 100 dudes for 100 bands. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yo, the only reason why I brought her up is because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't even listen to Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. And Megan Thee Stallion ain't really been doing nothing for me lately. So that whole beef is irrelevant to me. But Lola Brooks, she got my attention. Shout out to Lola Brooks.
I feel that she hard. The video for that song is tough too. Have you seen the video for it?
I'm gonna start looking because I've heard a lot about her, but I never listened to her.
Have you seen what she looks like?
I watched the interview with her, but I've never listened to her music.
Have you seen it? In an interview. Oh, so you haven't seen the video then?
I feel like that video went super viral like a year ago.
Yo, the energy was so crazy, and what's wild is like
the video and the energy in the video was even crazier.
It's been a conversation.
Got dirt bikes and shit.
A lot of people don't really.
They on the block.
They're in New York.
Don't like aggressive female rappers, but I feel like I like an aggressive female rapper if it's done right. And like she was just, the energy was crazy, and in her voice, she got that deep voice, but it's got like it's not Glorilla deep, but it's still deep.
It's not Glorilla deep.
Nah, cause she got like this hood gutter voice to her. It's like I don't know, something about like she got a vibe to her. I'm instantly a fan. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Lola Brooks.
No, she's tough. I haven't heard anything from her outside of the "Don't Play
That."
Yeah, that's the one of. I've heard a couple of her songs. That's definitely her best song, but she has a couple other ones for sure.
But yeah, I hate to take away from them, but for me, it's irrelevant. That beef is irrelevant. I don't care because like Nicki Minaj,
it's very relevant.
I'm saying irrelevant to me. Like her music I haven't dove into that whole situation. I know about it. I've heard about it from the outside, like other people. Like
I honestly didn't even know they had an issue until this thing popped up. But it seems like it's been spanning over the course of some years now at this point.
But Nicki Minaj always got issues with somebody though.
This is true.
I think it's just the kid. It just stems from the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B thing. Like Meg is obviously with Meg is with Cardi B. That's their little team. Like Ice Spice is with Nicki now. So now they got this little now it's like the fucking 2-on-2 tag team battle. They're just dissing each other back and forth.
Old heads versus young heads.
Ain't Lotto beefing with somebody?
Lotto's beefing with Korey. That's completely separate from this whole thing. Bro, everyone's beefing with everybody, bro.
That one is random.
They've actually been like rapping about each other and shit.
Lotto and Korey?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Honestly, no. I think also Lotto and Ice Spice are also nah.
That's who I was thinking they was.
I think Lotto and Ice Spice are also beefing because I think Lotto put Ice Spice
Yeah, no,
she did a
I heard that
freestyle,
song.
and then Ice Spice was in the background. They were playing an Ice Spice video in the background during like some specific line or some shit.
Yeah, and I heard that you did that fart song.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be about Lotto.
And that song
was she sent a subliminal?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Lotto video that she was having like Ice Spice video playing in the background of like whatever freestyle she was doing, and then Ice Spice released that last song. You think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fart. I've been going hard. That I can't even hate. Like, it's you'd play that shit in the club. Great madness. Have
you seen it in a club environment?
I have. I heard like, over the past weekend. Let me tell you, that's one of them ones. One of them ones.
These young kids never cease to amaze me.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I don't be in the clubs like that.
Oh yeah, I feel like there's certain songs that are just like you can't really. I wouldn't like. That's not the kind of music you should be listening to at home, like in their house while you're like cleaning and stuff. But like, it's like that's outside music for sure.
No, yeah, I mean,
I haven't really seen it outside in an outside environment yet.
I don't really want to choose a side, but if I had to choose a side, I'd probably go Megan because I'm not a big Nicki Minaj fan anyway.
Okay,
I'm a big Nicki.
I'm indifferent.
I like Nicki before. I like Nicki when she was in New York.
I'm indifferent.
I like Nicki when she was with Gucci.
I like them all. I've always been a big Nicki fan for sure. She's definitely the greatest female rapper of all time.
I'm talking like
you said of our time or all time?
All time.
All time? I don't know.
Point blank. Period. It's not even close. I think because I was like a Lil Wayne. I was a huge Lil Wayne growing up, and then when Lil Wayne introduced Nicki and Drake, I was like, okay. And ever since that kind of linked up, I've always fucked with Nicki heavy. She's nice, bro. She's nice with it.
I'm still marching a little.
I think the whole pop thing, when she went big pop, that's when I kind of, like I said, I like Sucker Free Nicki. I like that raw.
Yeah, when she went pop, that was kind of where she lost me. Exactly. Personally.
I think that album, if you really listen to that album, she did go a little pop, but there is like in there is still like some very hard raps like at the same time.
I still haven't heard Pink Friday 2 all the way through yet.
There's only one track I like off of one of her albums. I think it's either Pink Friday or Pink. I think it's Pink Friday. There's only one track I like off that.
Pink Friday came out in like 20. What year did that shit come out?
There's a couple. There's some slaps on that.
Was Pink Friday the one from 2010?
I think that would have been.
Or was Pink Print the one from 2010?
Pink.
I don't remember the year.
I can't remember. Let me see.
But there is one track on there that I fuck with.
I know she's in Call of Duty right now.
Oh, you already know I got that skin, bro. Come on.
You got the Nicki Minaj skin?
Oh, for sure. I don't even be playing Call of Duty like that. I just had to go and grab that.
What does the skin look like?
It's her wearing a pink bodysuit with pink hair.
Hold on, I'm about to Google this. It's crazy.
Pink Friday was 2010.
Yeah,
and
bro, I'm
Pink
surprised
Print was 2014.
You said Pink Friday was 2010?
Pink Friday was 2010. That was her very first.
Also,
you don't even play Call of Duty.
She got the Call of Duty placement, brand deal, whatever you want to call it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was pretty pop from her first album, but there's some
Snoop Dogg is in Call of Duty, and they got 21 Savage in there too.
I know they got 21 Savage.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Snoop's all been was in the last one too.
I mean, if I were a popping rapper, I'd definitely be in the game. I'm like, yo, put me in this game.
Yeah, that's dope. I can't be mad.
And I need myself as a skin.
I need like Chief Keef in one of these. Like
they should put Chief Keef in the game.
Put Chief Keef. Put NLE Choppa. Something crazy.
Chief Keef, NLE Choppa.
NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy would be hilarious. They had a post that went out not too long ago.
I feel like that's his demographic.
I think damn, what am I drawing a blank on dude's name? Yeet was in there.
Yeet was in the.
No, he's not really in the game, but like somebody made like a mod.
Oh, fake.
Yeah, they did Yeet, NBA Youngboy, Lil Uzi Vert.
Uzi would be funny.
I can't remember who else they did, but I think it was 5 people. But yeah,
that's crazy. They got 21 Savage on Call of Duty.
Right. Every time I'm playing the game and I see him on there, I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, this is a mind fuck. Like,
seeing Nicki is crazy. Playing against someone who with the Nicki Minaj skin, that's crazy.
I don't know. I was tripping when I saw Snoop for the first time. That was crazy.
But it's crazy because they have like when they actually make like the call outs, like
the voices
and stuff, they actually have their voices in there, so you'll actually hear their voices in the game too. And it's like, yo, this is a trip.
Well, speaking of skins, I heard they're bringing Power Rangers to Fortnite.
I'm surprised that's not already there.
Yeah, they're bringing.
That's
Power
mad
Rangers
surprising they don't.
Fortnite.
How have they not had the Power Rangers?
That's a
What the
wild
fuck?
brand. That's a wild brand collaboration.
They've
No,
done
it's
Power Rangers
everything.
in
Bro.
every
Fortnite.
skin character you could think of.
But I
Almost.
think that makes so much sense. I feel like I'm so surprised they haven't. There's like 5
No,
of
it
them.
does
You
make
can
a lot of
sell
sense.
each one. That's crazy.
I'm just like,
They've done
yeah,
everything. They have Goku in that shit.
the Power Rangers ever have guns in the TV show?
Yeah, yes, they have definitely have guns. They got
Yeah, they
Superman.
have
they have
guns, man.
Superman in
No,
that
one
shit,
of the
shooting
Power
guns.
Rangers did have a pistol, didn't he?
Yeah,
think they
they
all
have like
have-
a ray pistol type situation.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh yeah, then one had like a sword. I know some
Yeah,
of them
one
had a
had a
sword.
sword.
I guess it depends on like which generation. Because there's I think like Space Force. I'm pretty sure they all had
Our
guns.
generations, they had it because I remember getting the action figures and he had a little gun holster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I feel like one of them definitely did, if not all of them. You're right. Dang. All right.
SPD, they
That's
definitely
wild.
had guns because they were just cops.
But at the same time, though, like, oh, that still feels weird. Power Rangers Fortnite. I feel like everybody. I feel like everybody
It's
just
not
does.
weird, bro.
I feel like
because
everybody
they
just does
literally
Fortnite though.
Yeah,
They have all these crazy skins. It's not surprising. It actually makes a lot of sense that they would do this because they're just gonna get every character you could think of.
But what I'm saying is though, like, I don't know, man.
this could be honest. I gotta look at that because this would be crazy. Is like which generation? Because there's so many different Power Rangers too.
That's why I'm
It's
like,
just-
what
They
Power
can probably
Ranger are
have
they
like
putting on?
they'll
just
probably have
original.
like every which will say again.
It's the original Power Rangers, like our generation Power Rangers that they're putting up.
Which one's the original one with like the fucking
Ours,
lights on
bro.
their
The
head?
one with the like the less tight fitting uniforms. If that makes sense. The ones with the
What you mean with the less? What you
the
mean?
uniforms were kind of tight fitting, but they weren't like super skin tight. If that makes sense,
They were skin tight, bruh.
bruh. There
What was
a
the one
little-
like I feel like God
they
they
weren't
had?
like, they weren't like
yeah.
perfect. They weren't like it wasn't like perfect. Like
the
it wasn't
mighty
like
the Mighty
Nike fit.
Morphin the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, let me see if I can
Where
find
they
this
made
real
the
quick.
Black Power Rangers a black guy. Honestly, yeah, and the yellow Power Ranger was always an Asian person, which is actually kind of crazy.
Bro, I mean,
as
it was
well.
basically wearing tight suits.
That's what I'm saying, but they weren't like spandex tight. Like they had some like wrinkles and shit. Like, bro, look at
I know what you're talking
look
about.
look how loose that is on the green guy.
Nah, there is one that there was like a season that there was
some more
even.
form fitting suits.
I feel there was one they were even looser. It's more like the White Ranger.
They could have got some more form fitting suits. If y'all gonna, is it this one? Nah.
Yeah. Nah. That's the one that everyone knows. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's the one we grew up with.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, what generation are y'all using? Like,
Bro, hold on. You say that's the one we grew up with. That's the Mighty Morphins is the one we grew up with.
I know, but they had different they had like different spin-offs and stuff. Like as time
I know.
went on.
I'm trying to remember which generation this fucking was. I just remember they all had like their helmets had like looks like fucking like lights on like almost like Jeep lights. Fuck, I can't remember.
What year is this from? Like early 2000s?
This is early. This is probably late 90s, early 2000s.
Which one?
It's like the helmets had like little like almost like the lights you put on like a Jeep or like
like floodlights almost.
almost like a floodlight.
Oh, you're talking about the headlight looking thing.
Yeah. Which generation was that?
Listen,
That's the Mighty Morphin, bro.
I watched pretty much, but since
Was
my
that
older
also-
brother, since my older brother stopped watching Power Rangers and Pokemon and stuff, I stopped watching that stuff.
Turbo Power.
I don't
Power
care what
Rangers
nobody
Turbo.
says. The original.
I do
movie
remember
is-
Power Rangers Turbo. I didn't watch it, but I remember it.
I didn't like Turbo. It's pretty much
Yeah,
after-
Turbo. Yeah, that's the one they had a movie.
They
yeah,
did have a movie.
Yeah, they had a whole movie. This
I
one
didn't
was
watch that one though. I watched more Ivan Ooze.
because this is the one with
Exactly.
the Red Ranger. This is like the first one where the Red Ranger was black, big fire,
See,
and the Blue Ranger was like a little kid. But then when he transformed, he was an adult.
that's weird.
It's because like Power Rangers is actually a crazy thing because like back with Power Ranger, the way it works is like all the scenes they do when they're like in the suits,
Yeah.
all those scenes come from like Super Saiyan or whatever, like the Japanese version. And pretty much what they do, they take all those clips, they bring in English actors to do like the helmet off stuff, and they just like put them together.
What?
So like literally all like the action scenes are already all done. Like there's like in Japan, like this
So
season
the
is like
action scenes are Japanese people.
yeah, the action scenes are Japanese people, and like because
What?
like all the action figures are Japanese people. All the people you see like when they have their helmets on, because they're always completely
flips and shit.
Because if you watch Power, you will never see them like doing shit and then just instantly take off their helmet. It's always going to be like a separate scene. Like it's definitely going to completely.
You do have a point.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, so like that's why when they brought it to America, it's like it's probably one of the most like profitable like TV shows because they don't have to.
It's very minimal.
Exactly, they don't have to spend any money on like the special effects or like any of the actions or any of like the stunt or anything. They just need to do all the dialogue stuff and
just make sure it matches up with the fight scene.
Yeah, and just make sure like lead up to the fight scene, and then that's pretty much all you got to do.
So Power Rangers is a finesse, basically.
Oh, super finesse.
Damn.
But like this show exists in like Japan, but it like to make it American, they just yeah, they don't have like the Japanese actors.
That got me going on memory lane, man. I miss being a kid. That's my movie.
That's crazy.
Power Rangers. Like, that's literally my movie, man. I remember every little part of that movie. That was some highlights to that movie.
Ivan Ooze.
The last Power Ranger that movie came out honestly wasn't bad at all either.
Because you gotta throw the slime in the parents' face, right?
Did you watch the newer version?
I did watch the newest Power Rangers. It was solid.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was super good. It was like definitely more like adult. I don't know. It felt like it aged correctly for like how old I was watching it. Like I fuck with it a lot. I think I went into it.
Watched it. I probably should.
I haven't seen it.
I think I went into it super on my hater shit, and I think it definitely won me over. I was like,
was Ivan Ooze in it?
I don't think so.
They should put him in there for the one time.
I always remember that one chick.
Wait, what's dude's name that was in the tube in the headquarters?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Was he in it? What's his name?
He's in the Zeldon? Zoran
something.
But I'm pretty sure he's in the new movie.
Dang. Okay.
Damn, I remember the Power Ranger movie when he died.
Yeah, they go to that little rock formation or whatever, the little headquarters at the rocks. And they go into the little building. They go into the little sciencey center with the glass tube. That joint fires up and their leader talks to them.
So we gotta go.
And then they turn into little color. They do that. They turn into little color rays and they fly off.
Yep. They had that little transition where they change into their suits and then this Japanese actors.
And they turn into the little beams of light and fly off into the little distance. And they magically teleport to wherever the hell they about to go fight some evil shit. And then boom, we got an episode of the Power Rangers done. And we just found out that they just got to do half the work now because
yep, nice and easy.
They let the Japanese people do the work for them. So there we go.
And that's how you cut corners. Just some white guy. He just saw that shit in Japan. He's like, well, I should take this to America. And
I know we probably got topics, but we're talking about TV shows. And there was this TV show when I was a kid. I can't remember it. I probably should Google it. I probably sound crazy because I'm trying to describe something I barely remember. But there was this TV show back in the day, man, where these people was inside of circuit boards. Do y'all remember anything familiar with that?
I know. I think
they were like,
was it a cartoon?
What network was it on?
And it was like, I don't remember, but it was
Fox Kids or some shit.
Superhero type shit. Am I tripping? They would go inside the circuit boards, and it was like the circuit board was like a whole nother world, and they were like,
were they kids?
They were like in these robot looking things. I gotta Google this shit. This is.
Well, do you know if the characters in the show were kids though?
Were they kids?
I don't remember. I'm about to Google it. Hold on.
I feel like I know.
I definitely don't know what show you're talking about unless you give me a name.
I feel like I see it in my head. It's great. Making great.
Yeah, I can never explain it. I don't remember the name of it. The thing is, this TV show's been on my mind, and I don't know how to describe it in Google to find it. I just vaguely remember certain things.
Like a fever dream.
Interesting.
I feel like I know.
It was kind of like low budget, but it was still cool.
Was it animated?
Was it animated though?
No, it was real. It was like they would use. It was like they were real people, but they would go inside these circuit boards.
So it's on some Honey, I Shrunk the Kids type shit.
No, they would get inside. Like, you know how Power Rangers would get inside that little robot thing?
Yeah.
That's what I reminded me of that.
And they would get into one of these?
They would get into some type of device and shrink down and then go into a circuit board?
They would go on the circuit board. The circuit board was a city or something like that. And they would get inside of some suit.
Circuit City's a fucking electronics store. That don't exist no more. I was gonna say Circuit City.
That sounds like a crazy movie. Crazy. And was it specifically for kids?
I think it was a kid show.
Nah, could not tell you. Especially if it was like a real life kid actors.
I don't remember, but it's crazy because trying to find the name of a show to not know what it is, and you were as a kid, everything could be off. Like my whole perception of what I thought I saw could be completely different from what I think.
Interesting.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have found it. I think it's called Reboot, bro.
Called a reboot?
Called Reboot. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. I think it's called Reboot. I knew I wasn't tripping.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, no, this ain't it. Ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't
okay.
it. This is it. No, this ain't it.
That looks familiar, though.
This looks familiar, too.
Reboot?
This looks...
I ain't gonna hold you. This does look familiar.
This
looks familiar.
This looks super shitty, though.
Because, I was a kid, so, what the things you see as a kid might be, my perception may be off.
No, that's fair.
Hold on, let me look at the overview. What is this about? I don't know.
No, I don't think that's it.
It's not, because it's animated, and it wasn't animated.
While he looking for that show, we're gonna move along through this list of topics. It is Black History Month, and we've been trying to do our due diligence to make sure y'all know some shit about Black people. So basically, this next woman we're about to highlight, we're actually highlighting a woman this time. Her name is Marie Van Brittan Brown. And long story short, everybody that feels safe and secure in their homes due to the fact they got a Ring camera can essentially thank her because she created the first ever home security system from a video standpoint. So we're going to learn about her.
It was the third break-in that week. Marie checked the windows again. She worked late hours as a nurse and was concerned that her home would be burglarized next. Her husband, Albert Brown, an electrician, also worked irregular hours and wouldn't come home until much later. There was nothing more Marie could do. She locked the door and hurried to catch the train for her night shift. It was 1966 in Jamaica, Queens, New York. The police were extremely
What kind of
slow
electrician works nights?
Calls from
You said electrician? The ones in Jamaica, Queens?
So the people of Jamaica, Queens had to make do. Neighbors fastened metal bars on their windows and kept big dogs in their backyard.
It was getting gully out there.
Still, the burglaries persisted.
Apparently, I'm not the only person looking for this TV show because I'm on Google right now. Somebody else brought it up.
One Saturday, she sat down
so I'm
and
not
began
tripping,
sketching her ideas on paper. What do you think, Albert? Do you think it's possible? Albert was enjoying his day off, and Marie had appeared with a stack full of sketches. Albert had
Everybody's saying the same thing I'm saying, right?
This is a
Look,
good idea,
yo, listen to this, y'all.
Bro, we trying to listen to these Black History facts.
Yo, but this is funny because it's like,
why not? Let's get to work.
What I said was exactly what they're saying.
Okay.
They literally just said that the TV show was somewhat of a ripoff of Power Rangers. That's why it reminded me of when we was talking Power Rangers. I was like, this show reminded me of that.
What's the name of the show?
People have been asking, trying to find the show.
I thought you stopped us to tell us you found the name of the show. Are we good to keep running this Black History fact?
Go ahead, man. My bad.
Because I dead ass thought you about to tell us you found the name of the show.
No, man. I'm trying to find it. My bad.
Contraption that could be affixed to the front door. It would have 4 peepholes, and through these, a motorized video camera from the inside could view visitors at different heights. The camera was connected to a television monitor inside. A microphone on the outside of the door and a speaker inside allowed the occupant to interrogate a visitor, while an alarm could alert police through radio. Closed-circuit television, also abbreviated as CCTV, was invented during World War II for military use. It wasn't widely used in the 1960s. The Browns decided to use this technology to create the first modern home security system. They filed for a patent in 1966, citing Marie as the lead inventor. The patent was approved 3 years later. Marie and Albert were ahead of their time. In the 1960s, the cost of installing an elaborate security system was too high, and it didn't take off. It wasn't until 2005 that companies regularly began offering CCTV to residential customers.
That's not. I feel like Ring hasn't been around for that long.
Yeah, I'm just saying CCTV didn't really become like regularly available until 2005.
Marie received an award.
I thought it was around since that was like regularly available since the 90s.
And her patent has been cited in 35 U.S. patents. The home security system industry has grown into a $4.8 billion business in North America. It's expected to triple by 2024.
That's so sexist. A woman alone. Alright, yeah, so we just learned about Marie Van Brittan Brown. She essentially made CCTV available to the wide public, if that makes sense. So it sounds like the military had access to it in the 40s, but she took what they had in place and brought it to the masses during the 60s. Well, after working on it during the 60s. That's your recap. A black woman from Jamaica, Queens.
Bet.
Little known Black history fact for y'all.
I just unlocked the childhood memory, y'all. I've been thinking about this show forever, and I finally actually was able to find it. And it's crazy because I only found it because people on Reddit are asking the same question, and then somebody was like, I think it's this show. I just Googled it, and it's this show.
What's the name of the show?
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
What the hell?
From 1994, bro. Google this and tell me.
Superhero what?
Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. This show was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was dope. Y'all don't remember that?
Nah.
Not even like the images don't even look familiar.
Nah.
Yo,
this is crazy. Dope. Do you know this is literally the same? Maybe I might be tripping, but
this character looks familiar though.
The character is Ultraman, which is like
that's what. Yes. Yes.
That character is super. Is definitely Ultraman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What the heck?
So it might be the same vibe where they take like the live action versions from Japan
versions. It's like a knockoff of Ultraman, basically.
Yeah, I'm like, I definitely know what Ultraman is. I'm like, why does this look so familiar?
Yeah, my guess is they probably do the same thing that Power Rangers does, and takes like the Ultraman show, takes like their like all the stuff when he's in his like mask and shit, and pair that with like the US actors.
That's why the show ended. I just did my research. It said that the show only ended because they ran out of Japanese.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boom.
And it said that the show was actually a popular spinoff from Power Rangers, and they said it did good, and it only stopped because they ran out of footage.
And they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that shit ourselves." So,
okay, so I ain't got jobs tomorrow.
Basically, it might not go exactly the way I remember, but it was like these kids, and they went inside like a virtual world, and that was like the little I don't remember a whole lot, but that show was lit. Just the logo brings back memories.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that shit before.
Think about all the TV shows we forgot. Like now,
where were you even watching that? Where did you grow up?
The same place I grew up. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, where is he getting this from?
Like, what TV channel?
Who was talking about this at school?
Yeah,
do you remember VR Troopers?
You said VR Troopers?
No.
Yeah.
Something else I gotta look up now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
first of all, how old? Okay, how old are you guys? Maybe we're just all. Are we all about the same age?
I mean, we're 30.
How old are you?
She's 31. I'm about to turn 31.
I'm 20. I just turned 29. I turned 30 this year though, so we're pretty much the same age. So
I don't know what VR Troopers.
You don't remember the VR Troopers?
Again, this is the exact same. This looks like the exact same thing for the third time. Just a bunch of people taking Japanese footage and just like pairing it up.
Like, this is the same reason I didn't really watch Digimon like that. I'm like, this is like literally a substitute for not Power Rangers, Pokemon. Like, why am I gonna watch that?
I ain't gonna lie though.
You guys ever watch Metabots?
That sounds familiar. Metabots?
With Metabee, he's like the silver robot. He's like a little like maybe like a 3-4 foot tall robot that you command and you make them fight each other.
This looks familiar.
Bro, Metabots.
That sounds familiar.
Y'all remember Beetleborgs?
Of course. I was just looking at something on Instagram. Somebody was talking about that. The action figures was cool. I used to like the toys.
This looks similar to Power Rangers. Beetleborgs.
Oh, it does. I have not. You guys are like these are guys like you're making up words right now. What the fuck is a Beetleborg?
I mean,
VR Trooper, Beetleborg, Super Samurai Spies. What?
I guess another question for you is like, do you have older cousins that you were like?
No, I'm the oldest out of like pretty much my entire family.
Okay, I grew up around like 80s babies, 70s babies.
So show you Beetleborgs?
Not Beetleborgs and stuff, but I mean, like, there's just a lot of stuff that cartoons and stuff they grew up on. They're like,
bad.
They think I'm not hip to, but I'm like, yo, this is the stuff that y'all were making me watch when I was around y'all as a kid. Like,
yeah, I've always been
have the
remote. Yo, so
I'm like I've always been oldest.
The only TV show that I ever liked from the 80s that I grew up watching in my childhood was the Muppet Babies. The Muppet Babies was fire.
I feel like I remember that.
It was late 80s, and they played a little bit of it in the 90s, and then they stopped. So, like, we caught a little bit of the late 80s stuff. But, like, I like Muppet Babies, bro. Muppet Babies was dope.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely remember Muppet Babies.
It was the Muppets, but they were, like, at a daycare.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Muppet Babies used to hit, man.
It sounds familiar, though. Muppet Babies. I can't confirm that 100% remember seeing it, but it sounds familiar. I know it's like all the Muppets, but in like little kid form.
So
was that like a TV show? I didn't know. Did the Muppets have a TV show, or were they just movies?
No,
Muppets had everything, man. They've been movies.
There's
TV
a lot
shows.
of stuff that's Muppets that people don't even know is technically Muppets.
Like the Muppet TV
anything
show.
Jim Henson is technically Muppets.
Exactly. That's his signature. The Muppet is literally just his signature puppets. That's how I look at it.
Basically. Yeah, but now we're about to hop into this I guess the fun part of the podcast where we share some music with y'all.
The last episode of the Muppet Babies was in 1991. It started in 84, so yeah.
Okay. All right, so the first video we about to run through for y'all is by an artist out of New York named Young Y, and it's called Yoke.
You playing it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's up. Got the game of Yoke like Fred and Ines. Half a blunt on the steps, $100 on the floor. Why's it feel like a test? Don't ask me what I spend on the Averex. I'm underground getting industry checks. It was lies inside the history text. How I get inside the party, worth the offer, so we call it finesse. Yo, this shit got. Hey yo, come on, you just gonna talk over me, shit?
Fuck with this track. It's pretty smooth.
Nice.
It's not the set song I initially wanted to play for y'all, but I honestly don't even know if they have a video on his YouTube channel or not, but he posted it on his IG, and I called the other day and I was like, this is dope. It's called Uchi Wally.
Don't believe in time, I throw out the clock. In my city, you like Quali, barely getting by. Don't front for me, too many out here living a lie. Hopping crystal in the hills, slap your face up like Will. Why I kept the shit a mill without signing a deal?
It's smooth.
Looking at me like a big deal. Everything is for real. The shit already gas.
If I could play this for my parents and they wouldn't complain about the beat, off the beat alone. He dressed like he in the 90s though. I like that ass to his whole, aesthetic.
Waiting on waterfall off, you get no relief. Rappers running out of steam, that's behind the scenes. This dust took me back to rooftops in Queens. Red leather on the Averex. I made a move like it's chess. Still smoking on that pack from the west. Trying to be out in the bay like the pack. My world spinning like rims on a Cadillac. 8th on the Anorak. The clip said it first. Keys open doors. Throw the money in the air. We gon' leave it on the floor. Make it classics. I don't need an award. I'd rather take a check. I make the moves. Hold on. That's all I got.
That was smooth.
All right, so that was Young Y. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I got you.
That was Young Y. Yoke. The next song, I guess I'm gonna do this Ericboderek track next. What was the name of the song again?
La Style.
Ericboderek La Style. All right, so the name of the song is Ericboderek. The name of the song is La Style, and it's by Ericboderek featuring Korey B and DOBLEON. I hope I'm saying that name right. put you on camera too, since you technically here. You said he's from Portland?
Yeah, this isn't him though.
Which one is Ericboderek?
He's the white dude.
Oh, I think I know him.
He does this thing called like
He DJs too, right?
I think he DJ. Yeah, he does DJ.
Yes, we follow each other on the gram. I know, bro.
He does this thing in like a van now, like this video series. It's pretty dope.
Ah, okay. Hey, yo, Tevin, mute yourself. Yeah, we can hear feedback from ourselves from your phone.
So can't nobody tell me Nathan. Peace to all the gods, you know the pot is what we facing. Regardless what the case is, man. I mean it's obvious. We was taught to be some goons and now we so harmonious, whatever you call it. What type of zone we in? Deeper than the way that I'm rubbing against fallopian tubes. Approaching you lose. I promise no locatus. Even if it's glottis, you don't want it like the lettuce toppings. And I don't got no options but to go hard.
I like that Letterman jacket. Yeah, that's him right there with the glasses on, right? Yeah. Because when you gave me his name earlier, I was like, why does it sound familiar? But like, he don't look familiar.
Yeah,
I thought he was there.
I don't recognize him.
Yo, okay, my bad, y'all, because I was trying to do something. But who are you playing right now? Who's the artist?
Ericboderek. The name of the song is Lay Style.
Oh yeah, bet. Ericboderek, he's cool. I follow him. He produces.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, I know him as a producer.
I want to say this is what I'm thinking of. I could be thinking of somebody else.
We met him before, bro.
That's what I thought. That's why I feel like I met him before.
Yeah, me and you both met him. He produces. We met him at the coffee shop. Through Tyjhier.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you follow him.
I do? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I thought it did.
Yeah, I only know him as a producer. I didn't know he rapped.
Yeah. But that's not him.
Well, I can't really see him.
No, yeah, that's actually this guy is not him.
I was like, that's not him though.
Honestly, maybe he did just produce this beat.
That could be it.
Cause I've never seen this video on his page.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just a producer. Yo.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not seeing him in this video.
I'm pretty sure he's a producer. Like, I know he's a producer. I've never seen him do anything else other than personally. Because he's always cooking up on Ern.
Yeah, he definitely is.
So it could be his beat. But yeah, shouts out to him for sure. It's probably his song and he just worked with the artist. Because it's his song, right?
I mean, technically, it's listed on. Well, there he is in the background right there. He's in the green jacket. That's the song.
Hey, maybe.
There he goes.
Hey, are we getting a verse?
There he is in the green jacket. Green jacket, beanie glasses, with the Rolling Stone shirt on. Yes. Okay, there he is. He is in the video. Okay.
Song's clean though.
All right, now this is smooth. All right, so the next song in the I guess not really next song in the playlist. I mean, all this stuff that we're featuring in this from a music standpoint will be in the Jam Sesh, but the next music video we'll be featuring is by an artist named Geogenesis, and the song is called "Shoot for Something," and it's featuring Tyjhier. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, this is like a nice little. I met this dude. I DJ'd a tour for the homies Boca and Dante. And we met this dude when we did a show in Chicago. Super cool, super talented. Will you stick with me to see it out run? Can we
we shoot for something more? Can we shoot for something different from the life we normally aim for? Discovering all the wonders of this world. Living with lust and pride is damning in nature.
She looks like somebody I know. I definitely do not know her. Yeah, shout out to this song. We needed some more R&B vibes for this.
I'm glad that we have stuck it out. When everyone thought we
I like this video too, it's clean.
Yeah, it's super shot super well.
Isn't all this love? Mistaken thoughts progressed, defeated by my past, my ego gone and run amok. Temptations I've tried to be disguised, but what we'd really win after the flames above earthly remains is where our love begins. We thought that we had run out of time, but our souls would not give in.
You know where he's from?
Chicago, pretty sure. Oh no, never mind. That was New York. That's where he lives.
That's New York.
Yeah, that's where he met him.
Oh, so you said you were on tour with them.
Yeah.
Got you. I thought you were saying he was on tour with them and they were performing out here, and that's how you met them. I didn't realize you went to New York with them.
No, yeah, we went on tour with that girl Win.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. My Boca conducted with her openers, and I was their DJ.
How was that?
That shit was crazy. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy, yeah. Fucking we did 9 shows in like 12 days or some shit.
Okay.
Driving all up the East Coast and across the entire. Went from Atlanta all the way up to like Baltimore, one other stop, New York, and then we did across all the way, and then we drove all the way back to Portland. Did like Chicago, St. Louis, St. Paul, Denver, Salt Lake City. One more stop in California, maybe Bakersfield or something random like that, and then back up to Portland. That was so much. It was a hella low budget tour, so we drove ourselves. We rented a van, which was pretty solid. We got a nice, good sized van.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was everybody just on like a tour bus or something like that?
They had like a Sprinter van. Like she had a Sprinter van with her with her crew of people, like 5 or 6 people, and then there's 4 of us, me, Dante, our videographer, and me, and we had like a minivan with us 4.
Well, shit, had I known you were on the tour, I mean, we were trying to like come through and like take pictures and interview some of the local artists during the Portland leg, but
oh shit, yeah, I don't think we
reached out to her manager.
They didn't perform in the Portland leg, so we did. So
she didn't perform out here in Portland.
She did, but Boca and Dante weren't the openers for the Portland one. Okay. She did first she did a couple shows in California. She did a bunch of shows in California with 3-Way Hef, and then we picked up right after their Texas show. And then we did Atlanta, and then all the way East Coast and across. And then for Portland, she had I can't remember who she brought up.
I'm surprised y'all ain't pick up from like Texas and then go back to Portland.
Yeah, they did California down. Then they did like two shows in Texas. She started in
West Coast and made her way to the East.
Exactly. It was like a big circle, and then up. And then
I was thinking it was the other. I thought I heard you say it the other way around, where you started on the East Coast and then went.
No. Yeah, she started. We started in Portland, but yeah, we flew and we met her in Atlanta. We did a show in Atlanta.
And y'all just like rented a car, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. And my parents live in Atlanta, so like we flew over there. Yeah, and we stayed the night with my parents, and then.
How long your parents been in Atlanta?
My parents are from Georgia. But they moved back like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, all right. Yeah, they just moved back recently because they just bought a house out there.
Yeah, my parents were at one point talking about moving to Atlanta, but they say it all the time, and they ain't.
My parents said that shit forever growing up, and then eventually after me and my brother left to college, then they were like, all right, let's fucking boot. So yeah, they got a little house out there.
I wouldn't trip if my parents moved to Atlanta.
It's nice. My parents live like probably like 40 minutes outside of Atlanta in like the small suburb, but it's hella close to Atlanta, and like that's where most of my family is.
Which part of Atlanta are they in?
They live like a place called Winder, which is like kind of like northeast of Atlanta. But yeah, I have like a family who lives like all around Georgia and all around Atlanta and stuff. So we usually go out there. Even, like most summers, I usually spend at least a week out there in Georgia. Then other half of my family lives in Jamaica, so then we have to go to Jamaica every couple of years and see all them. So I'm like the only person on the West Coast in my entire family. Just me, just kicking it.
It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, man, we about to, I guess, hop into this jam sesh. So I don't really know how you about to stick around for this because we gotta use my phone for this. But
yeah, I'm probably gonna bounce.
I got Diff on FaceTime for the people in the same spot on the couch that he would normally be at.
I gotta come back for an in-person one.
What you mean in-person one?
Well, like when he's here.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely, man. I was like, what do you mean in person? I was like, in person? What do you mean in person right now?
When all three of us.
Yeah, nah, for sure, definitely. It'd definitely a lot easier. Trying to figure out which like screen and stuff to be on. Because every time I'm like, I wanted to go default to like the screens we normally use, but I'm like, oh wait, we got FaceTime looped in this.
I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, y'all.
Cool, I'll holler back.
All right.
Peace out.
All right, we're about to hop into this jam sesh, play some tunes for y'all. Send y'all off the right way. First track in this jam sesh is by an artist out of Pierre Bourne's Sauce House Camp. Artist named Sharpe. And his song is Chopsticks.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I want to say Sharpe is from Atlanta. Don't quote me on that, though.
Back out of K with the stock. Free bro, but I can't go like broski. I'm taking 12 on a high speed. Know that we play with them chopsticks. Not back his noodles and slide. Yeah, V on G's racks on the side. Yeah. Little hoe, she out of pocket. Why does she keep talking walk? That's how a number get blocked. Might let her bestie in my cup. Young nigga strapped in the drop. All of that cat get a shot. Still stuff in the back with a hybrid. Shoot like a back or a duck. Fly nigga stomping in rage there. Glizzy on me is a must. Everywhere I keep it tough. Yeah, they told me I'm a big deal. Young niggas talking that fish scale. Pull up the lot in the fish tail. They tryna ball like the rocker. Burn me a split for the cousin. Sprinting with sticks in the lucky. I make a play, don't need a huddle. R.I.P. Stack bundle.
Move the phone.
Stack bundle. No time to live with that.
No wonder, that's why.
Back out of K with the stock.
There we go.
Free bro, but I can't go like broski. I'm taking 12 on a high speed.
So I'm covering you up, but I can show the album artwork.
V on G's racks on the side. No time to live with that. No, we do not play about guap. Back out of K with the stock. Tour life, we brought them up. Getting Australian top. He get a cranium pop. Like Barnum and Bentley, they clowns. I heard them bro boys talking down. Yeah. She told me put the cook down. I'm booted, I'm giving her rounds. I'm Grammy, I'm fresh out the town. My diamonds is cut, I've been counting. These stripper hoes crawl on the ground. They mama 400 an ounce. Designer so hard to
Yeah, so Pierre Bourne got a whole like crew of artists that he produces for.
Nah, I'm like, yo, I've definitely like recognized this kind of beat. Yo, Pierre.
No time to live with that. We do not play about guap.
I feel like a lot of people still ain't even hip to the fact that Pierre Bourne raps, aside from just like producing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him rap, honestly.
For
Has he like released anything recently?
Over. I mean, I guess the best example of some of his solo work would be like the Life of Pierre Bourne projects. Life of Pierre projects.
Yeah, I listened to this one. The purple one has like the purple cover. I remember that one, Life of Pierre 4.
Yeah.
I don't think I listened to Life of Pierre 5 though.
All right, so next song in the playlist is by an artist named Elcamino, and it's called Avenue Thug. Yeah, like I said, I found myself a little cheat code for this jam sesh thing that we got going on here. I've been
Ooh, this is crazy.
Like I said, been going through my playlist and just putting it on shuffle and letting Spotify suggestions come in. If it's like from an artist I don't recognize, I'll then go back and look to see if they're tied to a major label or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I bet. Nope, cool, we running it.
Bad. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of people realize how much work this is to like find music, find stuff to like, yeah.
I made $250,000 in these Adidas. Man, I feel like Rav Simmons. I'm more used to crack pitching.
So the album artwork is over here.
From the royal penis, counting up math. Shit, not too bad. And yo, we living decent. These niggas and they feelings talking down about the young lord. I'm really
yeah, this beat's fire.
These niggas reaching. Woo!
I heard it and I was like, yo.
Yo, fuck these niggas.
Reminds me of like the Griselda guys a little bit.
He runs with their little crew.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. Keep getting that money, nigga. I'm still hustling. I'm still trying to make a meal. I still call up junkies to do my cable still.
That is the one thing I do miss about being on the East Coast is just being able to easily find artists that are rapping on stuff like this.
Yeah, Portland, there's really, I don't know, there's like the Portland rap scene. There's definitely rappers here in Portland, but it's not as advertised or as like obvious as other places a lot. I think, at least I think. I know the people I know, but outside of that, like I feel like every day I'm like it's like, oh yeah, I rap. I'm from Portland. I've never really heard of you, my guy.
No, I feel you on that. The next song in the playlist is called Relevant, and it's by Monroe Flow, Dame, and Larry June. I actually think I might have heard this song because I think this came out last year, and I want to say I heard it around the time it came out, but I forgot about it. And I intended to put something off this project from the Jam Sesh because I feel like something off this project. I think I Shazam this song right here actually. I just never used it for anything. Well, here's the album artwork.
Relevant. Is that what you want, little nigga? Just say it. You ain't gotta take my life and portray it. Stay on topic, don't go strange. I can't take my life for granted. I see these niggas and that's how they play it. I got 100 bands in a cabinet. I got a bankroll by the meds. Relevant. These little niggas want the spotlight so bad. And if it smoke, little bitch, I go bad. I got a beam on the block, get a toe tag. I got a go yard on me, that's so rad. No, I don't owe y'all nothing, y'all so mad. I got a bitch at the spot, she so bad. She like C's, I bought her Chanel bag. Couple of these niggas thinking they can fuck with me, but I'm letting them settle.
This song's mad short, so I'm curious to know
but I'm calling her cinnamon. I need a few nights out in Palm
how everybody else is gonna put a verse on this joint.
I ain't gotta speak on none of these fuck.
There's only one person I feel like has rapped so far.
I free a bitch like a cute
and here goes Larry.
FA with the roof gone. Heard your last nigga was a fruit bowl. Get neck bone with the patty gone. Scoping out a P with the camera phone. Got a bent over with the candle on. I'm in Clinco, hit Monroe. Say need 100, what is hitting for? You heartbroken going through a phone. Let a nigga try it out, take a soul. Then I vacate, eat a smoothie bowl. All this for a little groupie hoe. Run DMC with this dookie on. And the Grand Nash with this Coogee on. On the reservation, I'm in Capitol. Got a stash spot in a Land Rover. I ship 100 and some canned sodas. I'm paranoid, think it's man's told.
I was really on the south side. I was really just wearing my brother clothes. I would change at the bus stop into True Religions and some Jordan foes. Around the time we was going nuts, it was 2011, that song. Couple of these niggas thinking they could fuck with me, but I'm letting them settle in. I got a bad bitch named Josephine, but I'm calling her cinnamon. I need a few nights out in Palm Springs. That's big like elephants. I ain't gotta fuck with none of these fuck niggas. That's keeping them relevant.
All right, next song in the playlist. It's my artist we featured before on here. Artist named Seb Wildblood.
I thought it was gonna be Dame Lillard, but he goes by Dame Dollar.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, none of those people sound like Lillard. Okay, I was like, he has a song. I was like, Dame has a song with fucking Larry June. What?
I always forget he
Crazy.
raps, but he definitely does rap.
Oh, he definitely does rap.
Seb Wildblood, MT02. Yeah, we're back on the eclectic wave right now. This one's a little bit more lengthy, but you know, most of the eclectic tracks are kind of lengthy.
Oh yeah, the tracks you throw on when you gotta go to the bathroom in a couple minutes.
You rocking with it?
Oh, this is definitely my vibe for sure. It's a little like minimal house.
Yeah, see, I'm still learning all the different like subgenres within house. Like,
yeah, this is like
y'all got a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy, honestly. Even to me, like I was like the other day I was trying to like organize my record box, and I was like, man, I don't like the lines between genres are so blurred at some point with house music.
Because there's deep house.
It's like,
I heard there's trap house.
Yeah, there's trap house.
What the fuck is that?
That's like super like
in my mind when I hear trap house, I don't think of house music. I think of a trap house.
Completely super different kind of trap. It's like more like that's like you've heard trap house, like the kind of obnoxious-y kind of one. It's like,
but I heard it's got like 808s and stuff in it.
Yeah, but it's not like trap music-y at all. Yeah, deep house, melodic house, organic house. There's all sorts of. It's like Detroit house, Chicago house.
Yeah, no, Detroit house, Chicago house, and there's like technically Baltimore house, right?
Baltimore house. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of. I just play whatever sounds good. I'll probably spend the rest of the night going through songs for this weekend.
You got a gig?
Me and Peep.
Where you DJing at?
The Big Legrowski. You see the flyer we put together?
Oh, you made the flyer? See, you're talking about this Pete. I thought you were talking about a different Pete.
Oh, no, Peep MP3, the one.
You said Peep.
Yeah,
Peep.
Pete. Oh, yeah, no, Peep. Yeah, me and Peep. Get the
That's
fucking,
funny.
the fucking LeBron and Jordan, so that should be fun.
Yeah, I need to get back outside with DJing and stuff. I mean, I DJed the school dance in Seattle last weekend. And I got a rave I'm DJing end of this month.
Where at? Here in Portland?
Yeah.
Oh shit, which where at?
Let me find the flyer real quick. Here it is.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So it's actually let me show my phone.
You know, fire dancers?
Yeah, so we got this rave that I'm DJing February 24th, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. It is 21 and up. It's called the Space Rave. And it is located...
Galactic Bar? Is that what it says? No.
The address is 819 Southeast Taylor Street, Portland, Oregon, 972.
Oh, is that Jaja?
Yes, Jaja PDX.
Yeah. I think that's
Hosted and sponsored by the Fire DJs. So, yeah.
What are you about to play? Some eclectic shit?
Still gotta map that out, man. I've been given the green light to just kind of play a mix of hip hop and electronic stuff. So we're gonna get somewhere. We're gonna go somewhere. Say that. I got enough electronic stuff. Just been fucking with homies out here that are into that kind of music.
Yeah, it's been getting way so much more. I feel like it's gotten so much more popular in Portland in the last like post-pandemic.
I mean, they were having those they were having those like raves in the park. It's not really a rave.
Yeah, the taper dance
parties.
Yeah, we did. I did a takeover of one of those where I like work with them and I play like this set, playing like the lineup and all that stuff during the summer. And yeah, they get like 600-700 people out there like every single Wednesday, which is crazy.
Yeah, I just want to get a generator.
I don't think. Yeah, they use
up wherever the fuck I want.
They use all batteries. There's like hella heavy duty batteries.
Yeah, damn, what's the name of that fucking organization? I'll get it provides them. I've had to use one of their joints before for a gig in a park one time. What's it called?
Friends of Noise?
I think so.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's like a solar powered battery?
Oh shit.
The one that I'm talking about is anyway.
Yeah, they have like a set of batteries they use for all their events. So, cause yeah, their whole thing is like being against like using gasoline or whatever the general. Probably because of sound, but
yeah, cause like the way that bro broke it down to me is they take old recycled car batteries and connect them to like solar charging panels, and then they also have like, you know, AC inputs in them so you can charge them via wall as well. But they were like, yeah, like we put them in Pelican cases and then just allow people to plug in, what is it, three-prong AC.
that's pretty. That's nice.
And then they have like, I don't know how many inputs they have, but they had enough for me to power. Long story short, I was able to power 3 PA speakers, a sub, an SRT 1000, and
All out of one.
2 laptops, and a mixing and a second mixing board.
All out of one battery.
Yeah.
For how long?
And they said the battery charge, but they said the battery fully charged would last like, I want to say 12 hours.
What?
Right. I was like, what?
That's crazy. The
I was
batteries
like,
they use.
y'all sell these?
Batteries they use, that shit lasted. They had 4 different batteries, and the event was, I think the event was only 4 hours, and like the battery died like exactly when the event ended.
Yeah, I would say it was like a
That's all 4. That's like what? 2 subs, 2 tops, 1 controller, no laptops or anything like that.
Yeah, this was like a stand. He pulled up with like a standard like Pelican case, so it was like maybe like this wide.
That's crazy.
About this deep. Nothing crazy. Something you could easily throw in your car.
Yo, that's 12 hours to get that much out of that. That's amazing. I've been thinking about getting those sound. Have you heard of like Soundbox? Like Sound BOKS?
Yes.
Yeah, they're like those big portable speakers. That's what I think I'm gonna get a set of those. Yeah, I've heard them. They sound super good, and they're completely wireless. So you can like take them wherever you want. And I've been thinking about getting like one of those standalone battery powered DJ controllers, like the Denon has one. What the fuck is that called? The Denon Prime Go or something like that?
It's like a controller. It's about like this big, right?
But it's battery powered.
You can also plug it into a wall, right?
Yeah. It charges, but like if you have like that and then those 2 speakers, like you're completely wireless. You can just pop up anywhere and play. So that's what I'm thinking about. My new place has a pretty nice backyard that we can start using. And I want to pop up in parks and.
Oh, so you have like a crib.
Oh yeah, we have a crib. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got a new place. We just got the keys this morning.
Oh, sure.
For the new spot.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So moving to in the next like couple week or 2, moving everything over to the new crib, getting that whole thing set up. Yeah, I have a full basement, so we're trying to get a whole DJ stuff all set up nicely down there for some afters and shit.
I don't even know why I asked you had a crib because you did say you had a basement situation earlier.
Yeah, I have a basement right now.
That was on me.
But our basement now is weird. We live in like a, what's the word? Townhouse where it's like duplex, where it's like 2 houses connected.
Okay.
Yeah, but the way our house is like, when you're like on the main floor, I can't hear my neighbor at all. But the basement, like the wall, exactly. The wall isn't really built. So like when you go to the basement, you can hear like everything from their house. It's super creepy. So I don't really like using. I don't use their basement. It's just storage. But this next place is a standalone house, so now we can like fully use the basement and do whatever we want down there. So I'm hyped.
But yeah, to move this Jam Sesh along, we got a couple more tracks left. The next song is it's called Anchor, and it's by Laurence Guy and Ishmael. I don't think this has been on the Jam Sesh before. If you're worried, it would have flagged it and been like, no, it's already in the playlist. Yeah, it's a little vibe. It's the kind of stuff I find myself listening to lately. And it's so funny because when we were having this conversation, about hip hop declining in popularity. And I was like, man, honestly, I just feel like its core fan base, core consumers, just starting to outgrow a lot of the artists that are starting to bubble and hit the scene now.
I think so, yeah. That's what I think. We've been
branching out, listening to other genres of music outside of just hip hop. Our ear is starting to mature as we've matured, you know?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think all the big rap stars now are definitely, their main demographic is definitely younger than us.
Definitely these little high school teeny boppers.
Oh, this one's crazy. What's
Little college kids.
I'm gonna have to take this one.
Yeah, I was rocking with this when I first heard it. I was like, yo, this beat just keeps progressing.
This is nice. I've been getting mad at a lot of like jazz and like more like jazz house kind of vibes.
Yeah, I feel like my dad would like this track. My dad loves jazz music. I wonder if he was in jazz band back in the day. Probably not. Cause he grew up playing several instruments. Like he played piano, played trumpet, played tuba. I was a percussionist though, so I also played hella instruments growing up. Did you play any instruments growing up?
Me, nah. I did not play any. I grew up skateboarding like a bunch. That's like the main thing I did.
I was
so
him. I was always around a bunch of skating ass people, but I was always on the bike, not trying to get hurt and stuff. Watching them get hurt.
I feel like the bike, I guess like depending on what you do on the bike, I feel like the bike is
Almost worse sometimes.
super worse because you can't bail. It's a lot harder to bail on a bike.
You can, but you don't know where that bike is gonna go after you bail. Like, is it gonna follow me?
It's gonna land on top.
Is it gonna land on top of me? Like,
that's like a different level of just getting your legs kind of caught up, or just getting a
I used to have
a pedal to the shin.
I used to have the wildest marks on my shins all the time.
I still do. From skateboarding, I still like my shins are still. You can still see like some dark spots and shit all up and down my legs.
All on my shin from the bike, from the pedals hitting my shin.
But yeah, I grew up skateboarding, so I really didn't do too much like school activities, honestly. Until like maybe high school. I played tennis in high school, which is like the one sport I ever did in like all of school, essentially.
Yeah, if I wasn't on the bike, I was always playing basketball in the neighborhood or organized or pick up, stuff like that, at a rec center or something like that. Or during track season, obviously I'm running track. Yeah. And I started running cross country like later in high school. But those were my like 3 sports in high school. I did not play for the school in high school though.
Yeah, I really played so little basketball in my life. Like, none of my friends play basketball. Like, I had no. To this day, I can play. I was just like natural athleticism, but I never played any basketball in middle school, growing up at all, high school, none of thing.
I don't feel it.
But I'm nice on the tennis court.
I wish I would have played some of the more traditional sports, if that makes sense. It's like tennis and golf.
It's not definitely not too late for golf. I got into golf like maybe like 2 summers ago. Most people don't get into golf till you're a little bit older.
I mean, there's also the like kind of to a degree financial barrier of entry to even get into the sport.
Yeah,
because you gotta have somewhere to play it. You gotta get the equipment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I think when you get older, it's a lot easier to like kind of like search and like find like good deals and things like that. And depending on where you want to play, like I play this place near my house where it's like I want to say you can play 9 holes for like probably like $20, $25.
That's not bad at all. What's
the
name of the course?
Colwood. COLWO80. But it's like a 3-par, so it's like that's like definitely a much smaller course, but it's like perfect if you're like just getting started.
Just start playing.
Yeah. I've been playing for like 2 years ish, and I still play there.
Yeah, man, I learned how to play in college, but I'm still pretty trash.
Oh, I'm fucking terrible.
I did get an A in the golf class though.
I'm terrible.
But yeah, the next song in the playlist, next and last song of the playlist is called Between Summers, and it's by Aleksandir. This one's a vibe. Yeah, we out here rocking.
Some trippy shit for sure.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. The playlist we have called the Jam Sesh, it's all over the place now at this point. It's got stuff like this in it, stuff like Sharpe.
This fire. Go the fake like this, and then that Griselda dude in the same playlist as Squad.
it's hella eclectic. It's all over the place.
I fuck with this kind of shit. I don't really play this kind of stuff out very often, but this is the kind of stuff I'll like work to sometimes, and like good focus music. This shit is vibey.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, the idea of the playlist is really just, place to house all the music that would be featured on the podcast, whether it be from a music video standpoint, even if it's, remember at one point we were talking about songs that were popular from like, this is before we even had the ability to like do multi-track recording. We were like trying to name songs from like our favorite movies. And like also like showed the song. We kept getting flagged. They kept messing up the videos because, like I said, I didn't have the ability to multi-track, so I couldn't just cut the audio from the video.
Yeah.
Like that particular portion of the video or that particular source of the video. I got the ability to do that shit now, so it's been a lot easier from like a production standpoint, but a lot of hurdles to get over.
Was it getting tagged on Twitch or YouTube?
Yeah. So I mean, luckily I still have all the original audio files and video files, so if I ever needed to like go back and like, let's say, I don't know, edit something or change some shit around, I have all the original files to do so. So that's nice.
And that's the one thing good about like playing a lot more like house and stuff. It's like you never get flagged for that kind of stuff. Most of your music are just remixes or random shit that no one's gonna flag you for.
Yeah. So there's been some times where it's like some stuff will get flagged and it's like, yo, really? This got flagged by YouTube? Like there was like that Bird Bennett song I was playing, the Bird Bennett music video.
That's
YouTube
surprising
was
that
YouTube was like, yeah, you can't even show the video. I was like, what? Like,
really? It caught that you were playing the actual video too? That's
honestly,
crazy.
if I were an artist, I would be mad if YouTube were flagging other people uploading my content. It's like, this is positive bootlegging.
And also, in fact, I feel like isn't like reaction content like such like a big thing where like
It is.
people like take. Let's see, I guess they don't do reaction I guess they don't really do it for music videos as much. I guess.
No, not really, but I mean,
But I feel like
the
that's the
general
same
concept
idea.
behind what we're doing is kind of just like on some Beavis and Butthead shit. You know, like they be on the couch, and as opposed to actually seeing them on the couch reacting to the music video, you just hear them over the music video.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was the general concept of that. You know, taking it. I mean, honestly, just giving a little bit of a nod to a piece of pop culture that me and him both grew up engaging with.
I like that. Fuck yeah.
And there's some shit we do amongst our friends anyway, like listen to music.
Chat
Somebody
shit.
might be in the crib hanging out. Somebody just has music videos on in the background. Like, we're not doing anything we wouldn't normally be doing. We just got a camera on and the ability to, as you just saw this episode, talk to people from wherever the hell we want to talk to them from.
Hell, this was super dope. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man.
Hell, this was crazy setup.
Yes, I'm supposed to be doing this again tomorrow with some more homies.
So you're racking them up.
We got, this is episode 44 or 45, depending on which one goes out first. I'll likely put this one out first because, it was done first, but yeah, episode 43 is supposed to be going up sometime soon. That's the only thing I hate about using YouTube sometimes for this is that, like, you don't know whether or not it's going to pass the final test until it passes the final test.
Yeah, when I used to like post a lot of mixes to YouTube, I found the only way to like really test it is you like download the songs that you're about to play, and You like kind of put them in like a blank video, and then you upload that, and just like
whatever gets flagged, you pull out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like for like when you're like doing like hour-long DJ sets. There's nothing worse doing like an hour-long DJ set. There's like one 2-minute song.
Get fucking, yep. I'd be pissed about that. So we have like, and that's kind of what the Club Cribbo concept is. So it's like us just kind of like DJing in the crib amongst ourselves. Not necessarily from a live standpoint yet, but that's the only thing we got to kind of be mindful of, is just making sure whatever we're playing isn't going to get flagged.
Exactly.
So my guy Tevin's still kind of relatively new to DJing, but I've been trying to get him just like be good at just going off of somebody's last track, regardless of what it is, what BPM, what genre.
Yeah, do a little back to backs.
Yeah, just mixing out of whatever's already being played, regardless of whether you knew what it was, you knew what was coming, or you didn't. You know.
That's like the most fun way to DJ with homies. And it's good practice, honestly.
That part. But yeah, man. It's been episode 44 of the Ern1 World podcast. So if you're out there, you know, we encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share with your friends. And you know, I'll have this. So I'll have my guy JD's socials floating around throughout the entire video. So feel free to tap in with him. And Same Wave Radio.
Yep, tap in. Same Wave Radio.
And if you're here in Portland and he's DJing publicly, pop out to a set.
Pull up.
Some love.
Yep, I'm everywhere. Try to play at least every other weekend, every 2 or 3 weekends, but every set's super different. You never know what we're about to get into. So, yeah. Again, thank you so much for having me. At Auxpope on Instagram, at Same Wave Radio on Instagram, and yeah, we're cooking. You'll see me for sure.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I very much appreciated.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all. It's been real. We'll catch y'all the next time. See y'all later.